Hey guys, it's Looted, your host here. Today, I think I have to go back on my word a bit. I played a battle yesterday where I actually used shot cav only. And it was for the dumbest reasons ever. I'll get into it right now. Basically, if I didn't get shot cav, I wouldn't have been able to play this battle. Because the host was pretty stupid, to be quite frank. And yeah, apparently, if you can't win unless you have shock infantry and shock cavalry. What a game.
Today, in the heat of battle, when you are wounded and bleeding, and death seems your only friend, remember your ancestors.
So yeah, like I was saying, this guy was pretty stupid. I mean, to be quite frank, you don't need shock cavalry and shock infantry to win a battle. But he said, um, you gotta bring it. My army beforehand was bad. Like, this army is bad. But you see, you can't say things like that and get away with it. Like, this guy over here who's playing as Garrett Manchians, he has more hours than I do. But that doesn't mean he's a better player, right? So essentially, what I could have done was could have just ignored this guy because apparently he's telling me what to do. I could have just ignored him and brought melee cav, and I still would have won. And you'll see why I'm saying that. This battle did last less than 10 minutes. I was going to say 10 seconds. But I just want to be very clear on this. I didn't need this setup to win. I didn't even need numbers to win. He was saying that I didn't have 20 units, and I was saying that's not a big deal. And it wasn't. With my setup, I didn't need 20 units. I could have won with 18 or even 16. But I just brought these units anyway. Brought 8 of them just to fill up my line. Chose newer warriors, said to bring it. I didn't even have to listen to this guy. This guy has like less than 1,000 hours. Those are rookie numbers to be quite frank. But whatever. I don't really care about him anymore. So basically, I have my noble step cataphracts in front, followed by Hunnic lancers. The Huns don't have shields on their lancers, so they have no melee defense except base defense. They don't have a missile block chance, but they do have bows. I don't even know if that's good enough, but it is to me, so I'll just go with it. Obviously, they can fire while moving, which is useful to a certain extent. Now, both sides were pretty good. The Garamantians brought slingers, which does help when you're countering shock infantry. I don't think a lot of people take that into consideration, but it's true. Dramatic archers, on the other hand, don't. But like I said, I don't like using shock cavalry a lot. Hell, I don't even like using more than 5 of one unit. I had to bring 8 of these guys. And they're good, mind you, but they don't have armor. And when you're going up against the Visigoths, these Thracian warriors can just cut them to pieces. And you can't use them to get past pikes, unlike Bosphorian infantry, who apparently are bad. The things you deal with in this game is ridiculous. And I think I said in the past video that this game is completely broken. And it is. Like, look at this. Had the Garamantians been a bit better, he could have definitely hard countered this build. He doesn't even need. Um, he doesn't need these to use these spears against the shock cav.
Our ally is attacked! Should we aid them?
See, he starts up pretty good, but I think his issue was the fact that he was too passive with his shock cav, because he could have basically gone from here to here, because I wouldn't have supported him. He could have used these units, including the swords, against his shock cav, and that would have ended the game right there, because these berserkers weren't going to go too far anyway. Over here, I got a bit nervous, because again, I don't like using shock cav, but he made the mistake of actually moving up, so I just used my shock cav to fire the arrows. Again, doesn't do much, but I was going to engage his shock cav over here. I knew that in a one-on-one with my shock cav and his shock cav I'd lose, so I just decided to support them. Now he also made another mistake that I don't think a lot of people think is a mistake. Using flaming shot against units that have 50 base armor is such a bad idea, because a lot of that can be blocked. And when it comes to cavalry, it doesn't matter if there's a bonus of 10 versus cav. That's still a lot of blocking. I basically used my Chosen Warriors over here because I knew that I'd lose the cavalry fight. But I also knew that if he were to support his cavalry, he would be weak somewhere. And even with these pikes, they could be taken down effectively with proper flanking. But then again, he'd have to use these two units over here, and I'd have to still figure out a way because I can't flank on this side. So over here they start fighting, but they didn't engage. He didn't engage a shock cav. Goes into shield wall here. Pretty good idea, but he's gonna lose because he's outnumbered. These guys don't have Parthian shot. Not a big deal. Got 265 charge. Pretty good. He makes a mistake here, and I actually didn't even need to use my Hunnic Lancers, but I wasn't paying too much attention. But again, he's making the same mistake.
The enemy have rallied their units!
Even though they have a base value of 23, they can still be hurt by flaming shot. So basically, this flaming shot benefits me more than him, especially because I have cavalry mixed in. Over here, these Lancers of the Oasis got tied in, but they could still retreat, so there's that. And he actually did do what I was thinking he'd do, but he followed up with a unit of swords as well. The Vandal Berserkers got through, which is kind of the thing. I think that's what my ally wanted. That's why he brought them, so they could ignore a bunch of what was happening. But over here, this is where the battle was decided on my side, because essentially what happened was he didn't support his cavalry engagement. Instead, he decided to aim at these guys who I just used as meat shields. Over here, he's going to get a nice rear charge on these Nova City swordsmen, which is, I think, going to take them out of the game. But I still don't like this setup, right? So I do get his general. His general can't move now, and to make sure that he can't move, I'm going to use this unit I think, well, actually, no, I was going to use this infantry unit here. But then I noticed that because these Hunnic Lancers didn't get a charge, and I saw it too, um, I just used my general. Over here, these Thracian warriors were aiming at my steppe tribespeople, which actually benefited me because they were aiming at the noble steppe cataphracts. So all I had to do was just charge them. That essentially got rid of this unit. By this point, his general is in fact dug in, and so taking him out would probably make him lose it a lot quicker. Although I think he probably could have took him out, but then he probably would have been killed because of the numbers. I'm helping out my ally on this side, but it looked like these pikemen were going to really ruin my day. I think I made the mistake of charging these steppe tribespeople into the fort, when I probably shouldn't have. But yeah, I was just microing everywhere. The Chosen Warriors are going to get rid of the general very quickly. Use these shotguns to go into the rear of the Gothic pikemen. See, you could have done this with melee cav too. It's kind of why I was upset that he wouldn't let me bring melee cav.
The men are broken and running for
So
their
on this
lives.
side, his Thracian Oathsworn are just gonna rip through my units, which makes sense. But my Chosen Warriors did get into
Their
the back.
general is dead. A lethal blow.
And by this point, the general did die, so I knew that my side was pretty much over. And all that was left was to get rid of the Thracian Oathsworn, which makes sense. And yeah, that's pretty much all you really need to know about the battle. Somehow my ally managed to pull off a win over here. Somehow. Even in shield wall, these guys are in a lot of trouble.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is
I think
a
I made a
shameful
mistake
display.
here. I didn't even charge these guys onto this pike unit. They just got stuck because I was going to charge it onto this unit. And by the time I noticed that they were getting massacred, it was too late, so I had to pull them out. You see, this would have happened if I tried to match up my steppe tribespeople with them anyway, so I kind of did myself a favor by figuring it out. Kind of made a slight mistake here. Somehow I was lagging like I am now, and I ended up selecting all of my units, which made no sense to me, but it happens. So by this point, he actually finished off his opponent faster than I finished off mine,
The men's resolve is
because
failing.
I was staying true to what I'm good at and
The
not
men are
being
running.
like
Stand
not
and
relying on
fight, damn
overpowered
you.
units. But I did have numbers, so there's that. Then got my general to the back. Yeah, that's basically it, really. I mean,
The men are running!
I
Cowards!
had no choice but to use shot cav because I wasn't gonna wait for another battle. Used it, won, and that's it. Still not a big fan of shot cavalry, so hopefully I don't have to use too much in the future. Well, thanks guys so much for watching.